to me, Carb-Cycling is superior to other diets because I can adhere to it and it caters to my social life. And I'm going to share that with you in a second because you get to enjoy lots of carbs every weekend. So the first day that I follow is on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday called the Carb Down day. And this is a middle of the road carb day. It's not low, but it's not high. You're going to get 100 grams of total impact carbs. So take the total amount of carbs that you eat for a meal or for that day, subtract the fiber grams, that's your impact carbs. You want to be approximately around 100 grams, and I have one starch and I have one fruit. Now, there's 3 different times to consider eating the starch or the fruit, and no matter what I share with you inside this video for mechanisms like carb down, deplete, and carb up, these are all mechanisms. If you don't have adequate protein, you don't have a deficit in place at least 5 days of the week, you're not getting adequate water or sleep, then none of what I teach you in this video is going to matter. So I just want to prerequisite, like you got to have protein in every single meal. But we're talking about carbs and carb cycling. But if you're exercising, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, half your body weight in ounces of water, 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night, have to be in place first. So there's 3 different times to consider eating the starch and the fruit. And I'll share what I do in a second, but a good time is dinner time, especially if you struggle sleeping. So if you have insomnia issues, research shows that people who eat carbs at dinner time improve their sleep quality. And the reason this happens is because when you eat carbs in that dinner meal, you suppress cortisol. This allows the brain to release more serotonin and melatonin. A better time is pre-workout because again, it gives you more energy and performance. And then the best time is post-workout. So always remember, there's a lot of debate about the magic window and how everything's a 24-hour cycle, but the research does show there's that 2-hour window in the post-workout phase after high-intensity weight training or high-intensity cardio where your body's ability to resynthesize glycogen is greatly enhanced. At that 2-hour mark, the research shows that it starts declining like up to 50% right away. So within that 2-hour window is by far the best time to consume those carbs. Also, research shows that when you combine those carbs with protein in that post-workout window, the thermic effect or the TEF, thermic effect of food, of those carbohydrates can be up to 73% higher in that 2-hour window. Now, the hormonal and metabolic effect that we're trying to create here is that we're getting enough carbs to help stimulate muscle tissue and grow muscle, but we're still keeping our body in a slight deficit to burn fat. So this is a burn and build day, or what I call a body recomp day. So the whole reason that I like to have my starch and my fruit in the post-workout window on Mondays is because I carb load with carb up days on the weekend. And so I know I have all this extra energy stored inside my muscle and liver tissue from all the carbs that I've eaten. And because I've been in a slight surplus on the weekend on purpose because of the carb up days, I also am just not hungry on Mondays. So it's a very easy day for me to fast. So I typically will fast 16 to 18 hours. I'll go into the workout in a fasted state. I'll have 3 to 4 grams of HMB, which is the equivalent of 10 to 12 grams of leucine in that fasted training session because that's the only amino acid proven to stop muscle loss. And then I'll have the starch and the fruit, a fist-sized serving, in the post-workout window. Now, on Wednesdays and Fridays, I have a piece of fruit and a protein shake about 60 to 90 minutes before my weight training session, and then I save the starch for the post-workout window. And then, if I'm struggling with insomnia or I have a work project where I'm freaking out and not sleeping well, I will consider pushing that starch to dinner time to help me sleep as well. So you have all 3 of those options, and at the end of the day, all of them will work. So that's an introduction to the Carb Down Day. So if you like this video and you got something out of it, click the link in the description or in the pinned comment. Head on over and join our free 14-day Hormone Reset Challenge school community where we're going to give you instant access to our Rapid Fat Loss Starter Kit, 100% free. Now, a lot of people will say, okay, what's the catch here? Why are you giving this away for free? And I can tell you after 2+ decades of being a fitness pro, spending the last 15 years, I sold over 1 million ebooks, I've identified the number one reason people fail. First of all, it's because the weight loss industry in general is broken, and 94% of all dieters regain all or more of the weight that they lose because they don't understand how to build a lifestyle of leanness. See, it's all about sustainability and adherence. And trying to use social media doesn't work as well. Research shows it leads to the comparison trap, which leads to more unhappiness and more depression. And school has overcome this problem. And when you head on over and you get free instant access to our Rapid Fat Loss Starter Kit today, you're going to be part of a like-minded community, a group of people your age who share your struggles and your same goals and will help you build lifestyle habits so that you can use these to stay lean until you're 90 or 100 years old if you want. So thanks for watching this, and God bless.